we had I would say, a concerning question from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It comes from Jeffrey. And I say concerning only because, Jeffrey, I can tell you're hurting right now. He said, I'm a diehard Gamecocks fan, but I don't know what to make of Shane Beamer at this point. It feels like we're going to waste Sellers and Stewart, and then what? Do we just settle for what we've been getting? This is like the last scene in Mrs. Doubtfire when that little girl writes in and talks about, hey, my parents are splitting up, and Robin Williams just soft audio bed underneath, and he makes the little girl feel better. Everything's going to be okay. And I don't know that I can do that because Robin Williams is a better actor than me, was a better actor than me. Rest in peace. Jeffrey, here's what I'll tell you. Let's not forget that as recently as season before last, you guys were flirting with the college football playoff. You were right there. You were one of the first 2 or 3 teams out. Now, there is that small matter of going 4-8 last year. Yes, that's not great. No, that doesn't make anyone feel good. And it doesn't matter that you almost beat them or you almost beat that team. I get that. So Shane Beamer, about to enter his 6th season, right? 7 wins, 8 wins, 5 wins, 9 wins, 4 wins. I know what Indiana has done to everyone. Indiana has poisoned the brain of everyone because everyone is now saying if Indiana can do it, we should be able to do it, which I would say is kind of disrespectful to what Indiana did, but I do get the point. The point is taken. Total offense last year fell off a cliff. It went from 45th to 109. They were 131st in sacks allowed last year. So here's what they have to do. I mentioned Indiana for a reason there. Partly because they just won the national title and made everyone look foolish. But the other part is everyone's got a theory about why Indiana won last year and why Indiana is flying at the level they are right now. And some people say, oh, they got a bunch of old players. And other people say, well, most people just flat out pointed out the experience level last year. And yeah, I mean, that was a big beneficiary for them. Here's what they did. They found edges. They found program edges. That's what everyone has to do. Unless you're Texas and you just get to cherry pick the best players in the country every year, unless you're Oregon or Georgia or like Ohio State, these teams that just get to cherry pick and fill their roster with the best players in the country every year, you got to get creative. Hey, do me one favor right here. Look down. Are you subscribed to the channel? If you are, thank you. If you're not, please click subscribe. It helps us keep the show free and free of corporate interference. All right, that's it for me. Back to the clip. And you've got to find program edges. And I'm a full believer, I'm firmly convinced that the way Curt Cignetti runs Indiana has found them a few edges that they have unique to Indiana. And that, when you add them all up, the cumulative effect of small edges ends up pouring out what you saw them achieve on the field last year. That's the lesson people should be learning from Indiana right now. It's not let's go get a bunch of 23-year-olds. It's let's define our edges. Okay, so Indiana does ABC. How do we do DEF? Better than anyone. How do we find a way to where someone thinks about something and they say, oh, that's South Carolina's thing. Man, South Carolina's perfected that. This could go for anyone, but that's kind of what you got to do there because you can't possibly think that you're about to start acquiring talent at a top 10 level. Look, they went and got Jacarius Peak. Best tackle available in the portal. That's wonderful. And they do have Dylan Stewart there. And they do have Lenora Sellers there. They got great players there. They don't have a great roster, but they've got great players. Now, they got a good enough roster to improve off 4-8. I promise you that. But they shook up the offensive coaching staff. There's a new coordinator. Kendall Briles is there, by the way, in case you haven't been keeping score. Running backs coach, offensive line coach. They have to find edges. And I say that generically because I'm not claiming to be coming to you with the specific edges tonight. That is, I have always argued, one of a few reasons Shane Beamer gets paid way more than we do. He's got to find them. And you got to exhaust yourself to find them. Now, I say that so easy, man, because it's easy to say. Yes, it's hard to do because you got a bunch of the best in the world at what they do coaching this game. Everybody's looking for an angle. Everyone's looking for an edge. What I'm telling you is the formula for success, if/when you finally get there, will include having done that. That's what I'm saying. QuickTrip is great. QuickTrip, one of the things that makes this country great. Now, I had to head out from Nashville and drive all the way to Hot Springs, Arkansas. I didn't have to. I got to. But anyway, we did that this past week. We went to the Broyles Award there. More on that later. And stopped at 3 QuickTrips on the way and 2 QuickTrips back. And it was a great time. Cold brew on tap every step of the way. Reasonably priced gasoline every step of the way. You know that they fueled the Fall Don't Lie tour this entire year. And the T-shirt commemorating said tour can be found right now at patestateMaterial.com. Let me get out of the way there so you can see the beautiful graphic the guys made. Look, there are very few relationships between show and brand as the one that we have with QuickTrip. I'd go as far as to say it's almost romantic given the nature of this weekend. Almost romantic. I don't know legally if we can claim that, but we have a lot of fun with them. They're the presenting partner of the show. I don't know what more you can say. You really need to go to QuickTrip when you get an opportunity. Got bad news for you. There are no college football games this month. Now, the good news is, and I've confirmed this with SeatGeek, there are several concerts all over the country. I'm told basketball season is in full swing. Conference tournaments even around the corner. It'll eventually be March Madness time. You got the NBA. All-Star game was electric the other night. My goodness. Whew. Going to go watch the replay again tonight. Nevertheless, look, there are some events that you may actually want to attend. Great. It's a great concert season, ladies and gentlemen. So go out there. Go see a play. Go see a comedy act. Go see a concert. But make sure you get the tickets at SeatGeek, and you may ask why. Why? Wait, is that a company you own? No, I don't own them. I just own a promo code for you. PATE10 at checkout. 10% off your order. PATE10. And look, if you want to go check out the Thunder, go check out the Thunder. Like, that's not on me. To each his and her own. FanDuel, the exclusive odds provider of the show, would like me to tell you, firstly, it's not on the piece of paper, but you should know there's some games you can already bet this upcoming season. There are some markets, the Heisman, for example, you can already bet it this upcoming season. But yes, I do understand there's a long way to go between now and kickoff of the 2026 season. So yes, you go hit them up for any of a number of sports that are currently in season. You, of course, have March Madness right around the corner, and that'll all be there. But if you go over there right now, if you're a new sign-up, you can bet $5 to win $100 in bonus bets if your first bet hits. My strategy for you guys would always be, when you sign up, bet $5 on the surest thing you can possibly find, because it can just be a money line favorite. And if you bet 5 and it wins, you get 100 in bonus bets. There's no catch there. Boom. Just pops into your account. Remember that guy in the regular season, Jesse, who did the bonus bet promo, and he doubted us. And he was like trying to go prove us wrong. And he bet his 5 and he won, and the money just popped in his account, and he was shocked. Like it's not illegal for us to falsely promote that. We would go to prison if we said that and it wasn't true. YouTube prison at least. So yes, it is very, very true. That money is very real.